It's June 8th right now at the time I'm filming this, so we got 5 more days until Halo Infinite E3. This is something I talked about a little bit before we saw Halo Infinite gameplay for the first time last year, the campaign footage, and I think it holds true for this E3 as well. I was saying, before we've seen any Halo Infinite gameplay, we were able to just speculate and let our minds wander on what kind of a game Halo Infinite is going to be. But after we see the game, like, there's no more speculating, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Once you know, you know. Now, last year, we didn't get a ton of gameplay. It was kind of underwhelming, and we haven't seen much since then. But this E3, I don't know if they're going to spend a ton of time on Halo Infinite, even though they probably should. I think this E3, we're going to have a much better idea what kind of game Halo Infinite is going to be, especially because it's highly likely that we see multiplayer. And I mean, like, my worries are, not really worries, but it's like, if what I see is not impressive, and that's it. Like, I don't know. I didn't do this with Halo 4 and Halo 5. Well, I did it a little bit with Halo 4, but I'm definitely not doing it with Halo Infinite. And what I mean is, I'm not going to sit around and wait for them to fix the game up post-launch. If Halo Infinite, like, sucks at launch, that's it, bro. I'm done. I was done with Halo 4. Like, a lot of people sat around and, just tried to tough it out through Halo 4 and hoped that 343 would update the game and get it in improve it over time. I played a good amount of Halo 4, but, like, I was kind of done. Like, Halo 4 was the final nail in the coffin for me, honestly, even though I did play a decent amount of 4. I didn't like it. I played a decent amount, I guess, because I was just going through the motions, I guess. And I'm just, that's, what I usually do as I grind the Halo games. So that's why I played so much Halo 4. Infinite, I think it will be 343's best Halo game. I do think that the only thing that makes me, the only reason I'm a little skeptical of, or hesitant of saying that, is because it's a new engine, and I'm wondering, like, is it gonna feel like Halo? You know what I mean? Like, it's a new engine, and I don't know how different the game is actually gonna feel on a new engine. Yeah. But yeah, 5 more days, E3. We better see, like, I want, like, a full multiplayer match. Like, that's really what I want. Yeah, I want that. I want just a nice Team Slayer 4v4. That's what I want to see. If they showed off their new big BTB 2.0 mode, I mean, that's cool too. I mean, seeing anything for Halo Infinite, I mean, I guess I'll take it. The last couple days, I've heard people talking about how, I guess it's rumored, or people were just discussing the idea of 343 getting rid of, or doing away with red versus blue in multiplayer, and just doing what, a lot of other games where maybe it's, I don't know, just a red name above somebody's head. Maybe your teammates are outlined or something like that, to tell the difference between enemies and teammates. But I'm all for that. Honestly, I want that. I want them to do away with red versus blue. That may be unpopular to a lot of the people that watch my videos. I'm all for it. Since I can remember, I've always disliked in a way how you could customize your Spartan, make them look all cool. I mean, really with Reach, I mean, all you could really do in the classic Halo games was change your color, and then in Halo 3 you had a couple different armor sets, but you could customize your Spartan how you wanted. And then once you get into a multiplayer match, it's like everyone looks the same. You're either all red or you're all blue. So I'm all for them doing away with red versus blue. I think that'd be dope if you got to rock the colors you have picked out, your armor coating you have picked out. Like, I think that'll be. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I want that. I want that for Halo Infinite. Like, I'm actually really excited if they are gonna do away with red versus blue. That excites me. There's times where I will play FFA just because I don't want to just see red and blue Spartans the whole time. There are times where I want to go in FFA and see all the different color Spartans, and yeah. So yeah, if they did away with red versus blue, I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't. I just wonder if they do, if they do go that route, and there is no red versus blue. I wonder if they're gonna have like, I don't know, if they're gonna have teams for like custom games. Because it sounds like, I mean, we know with the armor coatings, like, we know the deal with them. It doesn't seem like you can choose your colors anymore like you could in the classic Halo games, where you chose your primary and your secondary, your armor detail colors, tertiary colors. So I wonder, in a custom game, like, will I be able to go to orange team and purple team and red team and blue? Like, if I can change my color by switching teams in a custom game, then why couldn't we just outright just pick our colors for a Spartan? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And something that's been in the back of my mind like this whole time is I worry that Halo Infinite is gonna be a buggy mess. Like, I'm not just saying that to say that. I'm not just saying that to shit on 343. That's like, I don't know. I'm skeptical of that. I feel like I'm picturing it being like a Cyberpunk, not like MCC at launch. That was a complete disaster. But I feel like MCC might be like a Cyberpunk. I can see that. I mean, I don't really have much to go off of, but like, I'm just picturing that. And I hope that's not the case. I really do. Again, I want Halo Infinite. I don't want to shit on 343. I don't want Infinite to be bad so I can shit on. I just want it to be good. And honestly, I'm prepared for it to be bad. But if you watched my video a couple days ago, I was saying, like, my bare minimum, like the bare minimum I want to see with Infinite is like a good ranking system, satisfying ranking system. I want them to tone down the abilities from what we saw in Halo 5, where everybody's spawning into every game with 7 abilities that you can keep using. I would just tone the abilities down, and then I want some good multiplayer maps, because I feel like it's been so long since we've had some actual good Halo multiplayer maps. I feel like all the memorable maps are classic Halo maps. So yeah, that's like kind of like the bare minimum I want with Infinite. Yeah, so I've lowered my expectations. But yeah, at the end of the day, of course I want Infinite to be the best Halo game ever. I just don't think it will be. And what's going on with the beta? Like, when we get in the fucking... Is the Infinite beta back on? Like, I thought they said they weren't going to have it, but then the game got delayed, and then I think they said they were going to do it again, or maybe they didn't say that, but I think we all just expected there to be a beta, especially after it got delayed. I mean, there's not too many changes they can really make to the game by the time we get the beta. I think the Halo 5 beta came out 10 months before Halo 5 released. I believe that's the case. Imagine that at E3, they say, oh, the beta is available now. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Too good to be true, but dope. Like... But wasn't there like an inside? Sorry, I don't, guys. I don't keep up with Halo news as much as I used to. I don't. So I don't know all the little everything that's been going on recently. It's crazy. I used to know everything and anything about Halo. I used to pay attention to all that shit. I used to get so excited during this time. E3, like, I just don't care, man. I don't care that much. I care a little bit, okay? I'll be honest, but yeah, I think like an insider, Microsoft insider came out recently and said, like, basically told everyone to check their expectations, as if the showing at E3 for Infinite isn't going to be that spectacular or something like that. No. If that's the case, no. Like, it needs to be spectacular. Like, holy shit. We barely got anything last year. Well, I wouldn't say that's bare. We got 8 minutes of gameplay. I mean, that was decent for a gameplay reveal. But it was just underwhelming as fuck.